In a small African village, there lived a man named Olawo. He was not old, but he was already tired. Tired of farming. Tired of working. Tired of trying. But the truth was, he was just lazy. Every morning, he sat outside his small hut and looked at the sky. "Why is life so hard?" he would say. "Other people eat meat, but I am eating gari with tears." But he did not go to the farm. He did not fetch firewood. He did not sell anything. He just waited and complained. One day, he heard some young boys talking near the market. "That herbalist in the next village, they say he gives charms for wealth. One man used it and built a house." Olawo's ears stood up. He hurried home, changed his wrapper, and started his journey. He walked for hours and finally found the herbalist's small hut, covered with red cloth and cowries. An old woman with white chalk on his face sat by a fire. "What do you want?" the herbalist asked. "I am tired of suffering," Olawo said. "I don't want to hustle again. I just want to eat and enjoy my life." The herbalist looked at him for a long time, then stood up. He brought out an old, brownish calabash tied with red thread and dry leaves. "This calabash will feed you," the herbalist said. "But treat it with care. Speak to it with kindness. If you shout or insult it, it will leave you hungry forever." Olawo smiled. He did not ask questions. He collected the calabash and ran home like someone who just won the lottery. The next morning, he placed the calabash on his mat. "Calabash, I am hungry," he whispered. It shook slightly, and boom! Fufu and egusi soup. Pepper chicken. Palm wine. Olawo almost cried from happiness. He ate like a king. He danced until he fell asleep. Days passed. The calabash fed him every single day. He stopped greeting people. He stopped bathing. He became proud. The same man who begged for gari now threw away rice. One day, the calabash brought plain yam and watery soup. "What nonsense is this?" Olawo shouted. "After everything I've done for you?" He stood up, picked up a stick, and hit the calabash. "You think I can't eat without you? Rubbish." The calabash made a strange sound, like crying. Then it stopped moving. The food disappeared. The room became cold. Olawo touched the calabash. It did not respond. He cried. He begged. But it was too late. Days passed. Olawo became thin again. People whispered. "That man was eating like a chief just last week. What happened?" But Olawo had no answer. He returned to begging. But this time, even the birds refused to share their crumbs. Note: not every shortcut leads to joy. What you get without sweat can leave without warning. And when you disrespect a gift, you dig your own hunger.